Hey guys, I'm Corey here with Financial Freedom Coaching. We're going to do a quick little video here, get back into things. Sorry it's been so long, but we're going to get rolling. Got some good things coming up. What I'm going to start doing is Money Mondays. So we're going to post a video every every Monday on different things that we want to do. I'm also working on some of the things that I'm working with. You know, my lighting ain't the greatest, and other equipment issue stuff. Getting all that worked out and everything for us. So we'll be putting out better content and moving forward and stuff. But the big point of everything is that you guys get the information. I got the whiteboard here. We'll see. We'll try to work this in. Once I get more technologically advanced, maybe I'll do something on the computer. But for now, we're gonna go old school with the whiteboard. Okay. Today, what I want to talk about is getting started budgeting. When I first started trying to do a budget, put a budget together, I didn't know how much money to put where, what's important. I know what's important to me, but what should be, is that right? Should it be important to me? Should it be my number one priority? Stuff like that. So just kind of some guidance on that type of stuff. So what we got here is the four walls. Okay, this is the absolute, what you absolutely need to have covered each and every single month. Especially a lot of people when they're starting out, baby step one, baby step two, where you're getting that $1,000 and then you're getting into paying off that debt. Maybe you fell behind on bills. Whatever your situation is, you need to start your budget with your four walls. Your four walls is your food, your shelter, utilities, and your transportation. Okay, you gotta have food in order to eat. Gotta have a shelter in order to live. Gotta have utilities in order to keep that house warm. And then you gotta have transportation in order to get to work so you can make some money to better your life, better your kids' life, whatever your situation is. Okay. So, what we start with is I'll start with shelter. I don't really have these in order, but I'll start with shelter because I feel like that's kind of the most important. In my opinion, we recommend 25% or less. 25% or less of your monthly income going into your shelter. So whether it's rent, your mortgage, whatever it is, 25% or less is the recommended amount. Food, shelter, and utilities, they're kind of all the same. Your food, you're going to be about 10 to 15%. Okay? 10 to 15%. It obviously depends on your family. If it's just you, maybe you can cut that down a little bit. If you got a wife or husband or whatever and 3-4 kids running around, then it's going to be tough. But that's the recommended baseline. Okay, it's not an exact science. These are just baselines to get you started. Okay. Next, we're gonna go utilities. That's your gas, your electricity. You could put internet in there. Internet in today's world is kind of a necessity, but also you can get by without it. So if it's really bumping you up over that 10% mark, depending on your area and stuff, you know, you could get away without internet. You need electricity or heat. Those are the real essentials. So transportation, whether it's your car insurance, maintenance on your car, if you do have a car payment, things like that, we recommend 5 to 10% gas. Okay, 5 to 10% in that as well. Okay, so that's kind of your baseline here. What I'm going to do now is I looked up the average annual salary in the nation is like 54 or 56,000 or something like that. So for easy math, we're going to go with an example of 50,000. Okay, so we got Joe Blow, lives by himself, single guy. Okay, makes 50 grand a year. Okay, easy math. Food each month he should be spending about $415. 415 is that 15%. Okay, so if he wants to go lower than that, okay, this is about 415 is about max, and for a single guy making 50K, 415, that's a pretty good budget. Now, if you're making 50K and you got a wife and 2 kids or husband or whatever, then that's kind of pushing it, you know. But there's ways to do it. There's ways to cut down that grocery budget. I've done it, and it helps a lot. Okay. Shelter. This is probably the toughest one, depending on if you're renting or mortgage. It's for just the $50,000. You know, it's pretty low. So you're at about 1,041. If you go up to that 25%. Okay. Now, that's kind of tough. You can find places for that, you know, but it ain't gonna be nothing fancy. But the whole point of this is to get all this stuff under control, and then we can get the fancy stuff later on. Live like no one else now, so you can live and give like no one else later. Okay. So 25% or less. So a guy making 50K here. Okay. We're spending less than $415 in food a month, and then we're keeping that rent or that mortgage under $1,000 a month. Okay. So back to food and utilities then. Okay, we're at that 5 to 10%, so that's about $200-400. Okay. Okay. Which, if you throw in internet and gas and stuff like that, you know, if you turn your lights off when you leave the room and stuff, you should be able, depending on your area, you know, it's a little bit different in every area, but I think that's pretty reasonable at a $50,000 deal. Transportation, this is your gas, your oil changes, stuff like that. Okay, 5 to 10%. Again, we're at that $200 to $400 a month doing that. Okay, so let me get out of your way here so you guys can kind of see that. Kind of breaks it down for you a little bit better. I kind of went over it quickly, but you can kind of jab around those numbers a little bit different. You know, if you make 75,000 as a family or something, or if you're, you know, at 30,000, 25,000, you know, just starting off or whatever your job position is. Okay. The percentages is the big deal to get you started. Okay. Now this is only what, 60, I think it's about 60% if we went with all the maxes here. So you get 25, 35, 45. Yeah, so 60% there. Okay, so you still got 40% of your monthly take home for other miscellaneous things like that, and we'll go over that in other videos and stuff like that. This one's going to be short, sweet, to the point, just to kind of get on here and let you guys know I'm back. Okay, I got some plans, I got some things written down, I got some ideas, and I'm working some different things and stuff like that to get us rolling on this and things like that. So if you guys got any questions or got any thing to add or anything like that, let me know. I'm here to help. I love this money stuff. I know money can be a very difficult subject for a lot of people. It can be a tense subject for a lot of people. Something a lot of people aren't comfortable talking with. I don't judge. You can call me Planet Fitness, I guess, of money, with no judgment zone. I've made a lot of dumb mistakes with money in my day, and I still continue to do sometimes. I still have regretted purchases and maybe thought that this money could have gone here rather than there. Things like that. We're human. Sometimes we get caught up or whatever, but this budget stuff has really helped me to become a lot better controlled of my money. Okay, so and that has helped tremendously in my life financially. So let's see. I think that's all I got for this video, guys. Like I said, Money Mondays, we're gonna start doing them. I'm gonna have, this one's just gonna be kind of a short, sweet, unedited or hardly edited push out, just to let you guys know I'm back and stuff like that. From here on out, I'll probably do a little bit more in-depth videos, maybe a little bit longer with some editing and stuff like that. And then as I grow with the editing and stuff, maybe I can make them a little more interactive and stuff like that. I might be doing some lives here in the future. I don't think anytime soon, but I might be doing some lives with some Q&A and just kind of hanging out and seeing which direction we're gonna go with this thing. You know, I kind of have my vision and stuff like that, but you know, there's always room for improvement and stuff like that. So we're open to that. Let's see. Got some notes here. I want to make sure I hit everything. If you follow me on Facebook, if you don't, please go follow me at Financial Freedom Coaching. I will be posting some little tips and tricks, I guess you could call them, motivation, stuff like that. A lot of stuff from the Ramsey page. Maybe some clips of some stories or just some motivation when, you know, you've had a dog week at school or at work and things ain't running right, or an unexpected bill comes up, or the car breaks down and you just don't know if you can do this baby step stuff and keep piling away at this huge amount of debt maybe that you've gotten, and you just don't know how you're gonna make that climb. Okay, but I'm here to help. We're gonna get through it. I'm working my way through a lot of things too. So I've come a long way from where I was when I first started taking Dave Ramsey and these baby steps seriously. I've come a long way, but I still got a long way to go. I'm still climbing that mountain every day, and I'm excited because it's fun to look back at where you were and where you are now, and I hope that for you guys. You know, if you get started today, you know, next week, look at where you're at. Next month, look where you're at. 6 months from now, look at where you're at. A year from now, you know, you thought you had $100,000 in debt, and there's no way you could ever mount that up, and maybe you knock half of it out in a year. I don't know. Everybody's financial situation is a little bit different, and we got to adjust to that. But I've seen some pretty incredible things with this. So if you guys got any questions or need any help or anything, reach out. You can message me on my personal page or Financial Freedom Coaching page, wherever you want to do. So, and we'll get back at this thing and get going. All right. Thanks, guys.